Jerome, who is going to say a few words on behalf of my brother-in-law, Guy Wisha.
Hold it up, turn the fan off.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, listen the voice. Please, pardon the French. Due to my wife Gladys's poor health, she and I have found it necessary to skip tonight's festivities, aiming at celebrating the 75th anniversary of Lionel's birthday.
Making sure y'all paying attention.
Sorry. Let us say almost 10 decades of existence. Well, that does not make him quite an old man. Rather, he looks younger by the day compared to the preceding year. It is a process that works backward. Who would not wish it that way? Another thing, why not celebrate one's birthday every 6 months while ignoring the accumulating days? The celebrating time, like tonight, would rise up dramatically and life would become much less dull. And furthermore, one would avoid the long waiting period of 365 days, and for some 366, before each reveling. So what? A life à la bacchanal? D'embauche. Unfortunately, it is not so. We simply have to lament it. On the more serious side, the birthday anniversary, more than any other anniversary, is a stark reminder to our memory of an evocative image of a mom and dad, mostly of the mother who has to go through childbirth excruciating pains. That is why tonight, from the deepest part of ourselves, we salute the late Manchard and thank her very dearly for a gift to us all. The beloved Doc's Edith's husband, our father, brother, boss, Doc and colleagues. Thus to Doc Lionel, we express our greatest joy and affection. Together, we wish you ad multos años. Thank you.
Now, we're gonna have a few words from my sister. We're gonna have a few words from my sister before we get back to the festivities. So, Valerie, without further ado.
Okay. On behalf of the children, that's Valerie, Lentz, who's not here, and Pascal, we have something we want to say to our beloved father. He is very dear to our heart, and I just want to give you a little background on this party. I've been stressing my mother for the past 2 to 3 years about having a celebration for my father. She's like, oh, you know, we'll just have a little dinner. I'm like, no, he needs to be celebrated. Have a party. And she just didn't get it. She just was like, okay, you know, we'll do something. So the years would go by. I'm telling you, it's been about 2-3 years. I've been telling her, let's have a party. She dismissed me every time. But something happened this year when she finally took me serious, and I kept calling her, and I'm like, what's up with the party? What's going on? What are we doing? And she's like, okay, we're gonna do a party. She's like, I'm gonna talk to your father. I'm like, no, wait, let's do a surprise party. No surprise. Dad doesn't like surprise. I'm like, no, you don't like surprise. So long story short, we finally got the party together. So I don't know if she really understood why I was stressing the fact that we need to have a party for my father. It's really for the fact that he's been here, he needs to be celebrated, he's special to all of us. He is our father, our friend. He is a patriarch to the family. He is a brother. He is dedicated. And he's never had a celebration, so we need to celebrate him and honor him this evening. So that's why I felt that this was very important, that we all get together and not when it's over and they can't hear us anymore. I want to hear I'm serious. The thing with me, the new theme is that I feel like we need to celebrate people when they're here. And they know we love them. And they know that we appreciate them. So I wanted my father to know now, not later. Later, it will just be reminiscent, and we will all hear it. It will be for us, not for him, but he will already know. So that's why I felt this tonight was very important. Lens could not be here, so we kind of prepared something to say, and I want to read it. We wanted to take this time and opportunity to honor and recognize a man, my father, our father, who has played a major role in our lives by guiding us and just showing what the example of a man should be today. My father, Dr. Lionel, I take this time to honor the utmost pride and sincerity in proclaiming that on this day, at this hour, the gentleman whom you all came to honor has been the bedrock of this family for generations to come. Let me take this time to recognize those who have paved the way for this man to be the man that he is today. At this time, I recognize the parents, that's Mr. and Mrs. Charles Lefebvre, who are deceased at the moment, but we recognize them, for their outstanding effort in raising a strong, God-fearing family man, fortified in virtues and values. I would also like to take the time to honor all of my father's brothers and sisters whom have stood by him through the years and have kept this family together. This is a very strong family. Through thick and thin, they are always there, no matter what. Each and every one of you have played an important role in my father's life, and I value the long-lasting friendships among the friends that have also come along the way with him as well as the family. Your attendance here tonight is so meaningful in ways that I can't even explain, that we can't explain. And we thank you for that. Lance is very sorry that he couldn't be here tonight to celebrate this monumental occasion with us, but know that his heart and soul is with you all at this time. So I thank you all for being here, but I also want to say that thank my father for being the greatest mentor to all of us, the most practical physician that we all know, and by far the most inspirational man in our lives. Thank you for giving us life, for the foundation, the education, and the tools that we need in order to be the productive men and women that we are today. And he has bestowed the foundation upon all of us. And for that we say we love you very much, and we are happy to be celebrating another year of life with you. And this is very important. We don't get time to say thank you and that we love you. And we want you to know that now, this is the time. You celebrate, you breathe air into your body, you are loved. Look at everybody in the room. They're all here because they respect you, they honor you, they love you. And we share it together. And we want you to know this now, not later, now. We love you.
All right, y'all. So, you know, in conclusion, you know, it wouldn't be right unless I said something. And I want to share a story with y'all real quick. A story that my father told me one time. Every time, you know, every time I come to my pops about bills and money, he always tells me a story about the past. So, you know, after we figure out how I'm gonna take care of it, and you know, we talk about paying things in increments, and then he'll tell me a story. And one time he told me a story about how in like the early 70s and in a time when he was going to medical school, how he bought a junk car out here in New York and drove it all the way to California, dumped it out there just to get to school and make it happen. And he told me there was times when he would drive back and forth with mom, and you know, there was some close calls, there was accidents, you know, and that's back when the I-95 had one lane going this way and one lane going that way. And my father there's always a moral to every story, and it's just, you know, hard work and sacrifice. He always instills in me hard work and sacrifice. And one of the things he always said to me was, he starved back in the day so I didn't have to. And he works hard and instills that in me. And one thing he always taught me was compromise. And that's one thing I bring with my business practices as I go through my music journeys today. So, you know, looking around the room, you know, to the whole group support and to the friends and family, you know, I'm always proud to speak about my father to my friends, because one thing I never told to my father is that, you know, my friends look at my father like he's Jay-Z. Like he's like the man, because a lot of people talk about they come from nothing, but everybody in this room comes from nothing and started from nothing. So in conclusion, I would just like to say a toast to the man of the hour, the reason we're here tonight, Mr. Lionel. And there's a place in everybody's hearts for you tonight and forever, and we appreciate everybody for coming out, and toast to Mr. Lefebvre.
I want to invite you to go and get some food. Enjoy.
Everybody is invited to